The intergalactic space tyrant Frieza, a mortal who is currently the most powerful being in the Dragon Ball universe, a being in constant search of greater influence and power across the world of Dragon Ball. So, what if Frieza decided to become the most powerful position on Earth? The President of the United States, a status so powerful that maybe even Goku and Vegeta could not stop him. In this what-if scenario, we explore an alternate timeline in which Frieza never discovers Broly during the events of Dragon Ball Super Broly, so instead formulates a very different plan to gather the Dragon Balls. So after the Tournament of Power, Frieza uses his henchmen to gather information on Earth, and eventually discovers United States politics, and learns how the country has supposedly the most powerful army in the world, a perfect addition to the Frieza Force. He learns about the powers of the President and formulates a plan, using this position to finally put a stop to the meddling Saiyans once and for all. Frieza buys his time, waiting until the day of a presidential debate before hatching his plan. With the entire country watching, Frieza suddenly bursts into the event and begins talking to the camera, just like Cell did before the Cell games. He explains who he is and announces that he is running for president as the candidate chosen by the official Frieza Force party. His platform is simple. He doesn't care about healthcare, the economy, or infrastructure. If you don't vote for him, he'll blow up the planet and everyone with it. At first, people doubt him, but Frieza shows he means business as he effortlessly destroys the two presidential candidates standing behind him, remarking that unfortunately now they have no one to vote but for him. Before flying off, Frieza reminds everyone to vote. He wanted to be a fairly elected president after all. Where were the Z fighters during this? Couldn't they have helped? Frieza, of course, had prepared for this. Frieza had sent his Frieza Force's entire army out across the universe and attacked planets across the galaxy, including places he knew the Galactic Patrol would be. As planets were sieged, Jacko and the Galactic Patrol called for help, so every major Z fighter came out to save the day, expecting Frieza to be there. By the time the Frieza Force had been pushed back across the galaxy, it had been several weeks, but plenty of time for Frieza's plan to go into action. Goku and Vegeta returned to Earth to find it completely different from the one they knew. In the presidential election, Frieza had won 100% of the popular vote, and on the first day he declared war on the rest of the planet, and conquered it later that day when every nation surrendered almost instantly after Frieza blew up Australia to show his power. Knowing they needed to put... I'm sorry. Knowing they needed to put an end to this, Goku and Vegeta flew to the White House to confront Frieza, teleporting into the Oval Office and finding Frieza chilling at the president's desk in a fresh-ass suit. They demand to know what Frieza is doing, but Frieza just corrects them, explains that he is President Frieza now. And with the election over, Goku and Vegeta are no longer able to stop him no matter what they try. Vegeta just laughs and transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, asking if Goku minds if he takes out Frieza this time, and Goku says, go right ahead. Vegeta rushes forward, preparing to throw a punch, but right before he hits Frieza, his fist hits some sort of invisible barrier that completely nullifies his punch, with the prince noting that this barrier wasn't made of ki. His eyes widen in horror as Frieza casually holds up one hand and hits Vegeta with an energy blast, causing him to cough up blood and go flying backwards, getting almost instantly knocked out. Goku powers up into Blue himself, but is cautious, asking Frieza what that was, as that was an ability unlike anything he's ever seen. Frieza, still laughing, explains to Goku everything he had done up to this point before holding up an old piece of paper. It's the United States Constitution. Frieza explains he had originally planned to use this position just to get the Dragon Balls, but had discovered something infinitely more powerful. The paper itself already provided him with more than enough power to surpass Goku and Vegeta, but it came with even more abilities. With its power, he can pass anything into law and make it true, essentially giving him infinite wishes as long as he signs it into law. Knowing the Saiyans would try and stop him, he had preemptively passed several laws to ensure even if he was surpassed in power, they still couldn't win. His first law? It's illegal for Saiyans to attack the president. Vegeta says there's no way that barrier can withstand both of them together, as him and Goku power up a combined attack. Frieza saying the Saiyans are welcome to try. Powering a combined Gallic Gun Kamehameha, they fire at Frieza. Once the smoke clears, the back wall behind Frieza is destroyed, but the president is completely unharmed. Frieza snarls and says he planned on letting the Saiyans live, but now they've gone and destroyed his favorite office. Before they get annihilated by another ki blast, Goku and Vegeta teleport to Piccolo like they did against Broly. However, instead of using the fusion dance, Goku explains to Piccolo what's going on, and that he has a plan to beat Frieza. Using Piccolo's telepathy, they speak to the people of Earth and ask them to give up their energy to beat Frieza. Given how everyone on Earth is directly afraid of Frieza, they listen and Goku powers up a huge spirit bomb before suddenly teleporting right behind Frieza. The president is caught off guard by this massive ball of energy and is suddenly yeeted at him. By managing to fire a blast to counter it, the two attacks struggle, but Goku begins to lose, even when powering up to Kaioken just like against Jiren. Repeating history, Goku falls into the ball and, like before, absorbs the energy, but this time, instead of Ultra Instinct, the presidential power and the power of the bomb mix together in Goku, creating a brand new form. Goku exits the Spirit Bomb in his Super Saiyan state, but with notable markings. This is Super Saiyan Red, White, and Blue. He stares down Frieza, ready to take on the president. Will he win? Find out in part 2. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I said that for April Fools, I would make the most liked comment someone made on a community post, and this idea won. Like I said before, don't take anything I say in this video seriously. It's just a lighthearted parody of Dragon Ball What If videos. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and happy April Fool's Day.